Welcome to my vlog. This is vlog number 2, I think. Yep, should be, because I'm not that far in with the vlogs. Alright, so just to catch up and talk about what's going on. I just want to mention, first of all, let's see, it was last week Wednesday, I had a very big surprise. Actually, totally blew me off, caught me off guard, really. And I'd like to give thanks to the egregore that we work with in the Demonic Wealth Web, as well as Boone. Boone from the Goetia, because I've been working with her for about a week before this. I advertised my healing sessions, my energy healing in South Africa, for donation base only. And all of a sudden I got a message from somebody. I'm not going to mention his name because I don't want people hounding him for money. But also thanks to him, obviously. So I got a message from someone asking for my bank details. I want to give a donation. It was just purely a thanks for how help the community and whatnot. And I was expecting 100 rand or 200 rand, which is normal. And I got 10,000 rand in my bank account. So it gets me through the rest of the month. So I'm extremely grateful for that. Then yesterday I went and had breakfast with my old mentor and friend, Jacobus Swart. And he reminded me of a phrase, actually. Energy flows where attention goes, which I'll talk about just now. But I do want to mention, because he gave me this is his first book, but it's a new edition. It's got 50 extra pages in, so and just want to read the little blurb on the back, just so you know what the book's about, really. The Book of Self-Creation is a study guide for all who seek divinity within and who prefer to steer the courses of their lives in a personal manner. The doctrines and techniques addressed in this book will aid practitioners in the expansion of their personal consciousness and spiritual evolution, combining the principles and teachings of practical Kabbalah and the Western mystery tradition. This book offers step-by-step instructions on the conscious creation of physical life circumstances, such being always in harmony with the mindset of the practitioner. The Shadow Tree series comprises a unique collection of Western esoteric studies and practices which Jacobus G. Swart, spiritual successor to William G. Gray and co-founder of the Sangreal Sodality, actuated and taught over a period of 40 years. He commenced his journey into the domain of Jewish mysticism in the early 1970s, investigating mainstream Kabbalah, later diversifying into the magical mysteries of practical Kabbalah. He equally expanded his personal perspectives of the Western mystery tradition under the careful tutelage of the celebrated English Kabbalist William G. Gray. Right, so it really is an excellent book. I actually want to, I've picked it up a few times, started working through it, and then gets distracted with other stuff. I actually want to dedicate myself to working through this specific book, because it really is fantastic. If you are interested in practical Kabbalah, then I would definitely pick up this book. Don't know why my exposure's going in and out, it's just locked, so a bit weird. Anyway, alright, so the phrase, energy flows where attention goes. We see this in magic all the time, because if you focus on a particular area of your body, the energy will flow there. If you focus your attention on a particular thing, a particular aspect or something you want to manifest, then the energy will flow to that spot. But it's something I've been wanting to talk about for quite some time, and I think it can be a bit of a sensitive topic, and it can be misinterpreted quite a bit. I've been seeing a lot on social media, it has been going on for quite a while now, but it seems to be, I don't know if it's just coming to a head or if I'm just noticing it more. A lot of people focusing their attention on being hateful, being angry. Their attention is just being focused on cursing and hexing and all of that. I mean, I'm on groups where it's just purely talking about hexing. Give me a curse to do X, Y, and Z. And all these people then give their curses. I don't have a problem with cursing and hexing. If it's justified, go for it. Sometimes it's a necessary act. But, and I mean, especially with things that are going on lately, especially in the US, I'm not saying don't stand up for your rights and don't stand up for yourself and don't stand up for your loved ones. And if you need to, fight. But the problem seems to be that it's become a focus for some people. They just become totally obsessed with cursing and the anger and the rage and the hatred that they have. And how it began is understandable. They've obviously been in a situation where this anger and rage has welled up and it's completely justified. The problem is that it continues, and so their attention becomes completely focused and pinpointed on just this anger and rage, and it doesn't stop. And the problem is, our brain rewrites itself, it rewires itself. If you do the same action over and over and over again, the brain will actually rewire itself. So somebody who is going through anger, rage and hatred because of how they've been treated, it, as I say, is justified, and you fight back, you fight as much as you can. But once it's over, don't continue that pattern, because the brain is rewiring itself, it's rewriting the patterns, and your energy rewrites its patterns, and it continues on. So in that sense, it's understandable, because you've been through this period where that rage and anger is justified, and your energy has rewritten itself, and so it continues. But once it's over, try and rewire and rewrite everything again into something a bit more pleasant. Because the problem is, if you are constantly cursing people, that's where your energy is flowing. And we're talking about shielding and protection a lot this month, and this falls into that category, because if your energy has rewritten itself to constantly just go after this anger and rage and curse people left, right, and center, it's going to come back at you. You throw energy at something, that's going to react. It's a cause and effect. So you throw your energy at something, it's going to react, and it's going to react in a similar manner. So it's going to throw energy back at you. And it starts. This is how wars start. So just think about that. And as I said, I'm not telling you to be all peaceful. And if you are being mistreated, then fight for your rights, fight for yourself, fight for your family, fight for your loved ones. But just bear in mind that energy can continue, and sometimes that leads you into a very, very bad place. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say. So yes, that's what's going on. If anybody is still looking for my website, it's still down. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get a ton of content created, because I'm now doing these videos every day. I'm trying to just get as much content as I can created, where I can, like the meditation spot, Demon of the Week, things like that. Can be pre-recorded, so I can catch up and get ahead. So I don't fall behind and then start missing days. So I'm trying to get that done, and then I've got the Red Coven server with the Magic School, where you can become a member. Just hit the join button or go to Ko-fi. So I'm trying to get all of my content onto that as well in the Grimoire. So things are a bit hectic at the moment, but once I am ahead and got in my footing, then I'll go back to my website and just rebuild that. It's going to change a bit because, as I said previously, all my stuff is moving on to places like Discord and Ko-fi and YouTube, just in case anything happens where I get hacked again or whatever it is. At least the content's there and I don't lose all of the users' information, etc. Alright, so it's now Tuesday. Hope you have a fantastic week. I will see you tomorrow with Ask Lee. I'm not sure if I'll do all of the questions. I might keep some for following weeks just in case I don't get questions on a particular week. At least I've got something to actually talk about each week then. Alright, so I'll cover 1 or 2 questions from last week's video. And see how it goes. Anyway, have a good one. Cheers for now.